I got a ring light. Let's just turn that down a smidge. Okay. So, today's news is fucked up. Let's see what is going on right now. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. Um, you guys. This shit. Okay, so today, the IRS has agreed to violate their own 6103 revenue code, which basically means that they were not going to provide sensitive tax information to agencies like ICE for investigating, um, for like immigration investigation purposes. Because for decades, the IRS has worked to gain the trust of immigrant communities, documented, undocumented, what the fuck ever, so that they pay taxes, promising them that their tax information will not be used against them. So a revenue code was created for this purpose. Like this is a federal tax code, this is a law that cannot be violated. And they were like, "Oh, we're just going to go ahead and do that. We're just going to go ahead and violate that law. We don't fucking care." Um the the IRS commissioner resigned. I don't know his name. There's too much going on right now. Hang on. Hang on, you guys. I'm Googling it, okay? Acting IRS commissioner leaving. This is from USA Today. Acting IRS commissioner leaving, adding to turmoil in agency leadership. And this is from April 9th, 2025. So, acting IRS commissioner Melanie Krause is expected to resign. So, she's resigning because she's not going along with this illegal bullshit of them violating their own tax code to provide the tax information of all these people to ICE and DHS for whatever reason, so they can target them and then try to ship them off to this horrendous fucking prison camp in El Salvador that I will get to in a second. Because today, not only did the IRS agree to violate their own fucking tax revenue code and provide that information to ICE and DHS to target immigrant communities, but oh, and we'll get to the insider trading shit in a second. But today, Trump is now violating the Supreme Court's recent ruling that you must follow due process of the law. You must provide advance notice. If you are planning to deport, this is the Supreme Court of the United States. All 9 justices came together and ruled this. So if any of you are like a Trump supporter who's watching, I know there's like only 3 of you right now. But if you're a Trump supporter and you're watching this and you're like, "Oh, well, they have to follow the law." The fucking Supreme Court of the United States of America, all 9 justices ruled that Trump must follow due process, provide advanced legal notice to anyone they plan to deport, and give them a court hearing so that they can plead their case on if they're seeking asylum or why they shouldn't be deported, like that whole thing. So, a judge told them that you have to now return Abrego Garcia from El Salvador. And Trump's DOJ is arguing that they cannot facilitate his return due to the fact that they're trying to point out the specific language used. Hang on one second. Sorry, I have a lot of notes that I'm trying to go through. Here we go. Where is it? Sorry, bear with me. One second. Where is it? Ah, I think it's this Politico article. Oh god, and then the attorney being put on leave. See, you guys see what I mean? There's just like too fucking much to um keep up with everything. You should see how many tabs I have open on my fucking computer. Thank God I upgraded the RAM on my laptop. Okay, ba-ba-da. Where the fuck is it? I'm trying to find, okay. So it's an article from The Guardian. Um, Hang on. Trying to make sure I'm reading the right article. Trump DOJ unable to tell court where man wrongly deported to El Salvador is. Well, doesn't that sound wonderful? What the fuck? Like, why can't you tell us where he is? You sent him there. You're paying El Salvador president, what the fuck ever his name is. What was it? $6 million a month or whatever to store or to take in these people, and you can't tell us where he is. So hang on. So they're trying to argue that the language is they have to facilitate, but then I am so sorry. Please bear with me. I'm trying to find, oh my god, the wording. Like they're trying to use like the wording, like how they use this word vexatious in one of their lawsuits. I'm just like someone pointed that out. They're like, what the fuck is vexatious? It means like forcefully annoying or something like that. Okay. God, Jesus fucking Christ. Where is it? I am so sorry, you guys. Hang on. Where is it? Because there's some shit going on with Mahmoud Khalil as well, and then we don't even know what's. I haven't even with Rumeysa Ozturk. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, and if I am saying it wrong, I do apologize. Oh my god, where is it? I literally just had it. I need to open a new tab. Go to my history and try to find it. Hang on. There's too much going on. This is their whole goal, is to flood the zone so that, see how I'm like wasting everyone's time, right? Look, everyone pretty much left. I'm wasting time right now by trying to find God, this information. Hang on. Where is it? Okay, here we go. I finally found it. Okay. I'm so sorry that took me forever. Trump's DOJ is now trying to violate the SCOTUS ruling by delaying the return of Abrego Garcia, the man wrongfully imprisoned in El Salvador. They are now claiming that the words facilitate or effectuate his return don't actually mean they have to bring him back. So if you look up what effectuate means, it means put into force or operation. So they're saying that the judge's ruling only states that they have to facilitate the return. They don't have to effectuate the return. Meaning they don't have to actually put into operation of bringing him back. The operation of bringing him back, they don't have to do that. But they do have to facilitate the return of him. Meaning, like, and then they're trying to tell us we don't know where he is, then why the fuck is there a picture of that bitch Christy Noam who shot her fucking dog in the face, who is the Secretary of Department of Homeland Security? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I am sorry, but what reality are we living in, you guys? Seriously. Okay. So, anyways, how is there a picture of her in front of all these prisoners in the prison in El Salvador, but you're fucking telling me she can go in there for a fucking photo op and have that as her fucking photo shoot backdrop of people in a fucking cage? Just, oh my god. And you're telling me that they can't tell us where he is? She can go in there for a photo shoot, but you can't tell us. So, my theory, and a lot of people right now online are speculating that because, sorry, so Abrego Garcia is from El Salvador, and he fled El Salvador because of threats, death threats, and these gangs were going to fucking kill him in El Salvador. He fled, and he came here seeking asylum. And then they're trying to claim that he came here illegally. Well, yeah, you have to come in here without any fucking documents or paperwork or paying your fucking way in when you're fleeing being like gangs trying to fucking kill you and you're fleeing for your life. You have to fucking cross the border and come here or declare asylum at the border. And he was in legal proceedings. And there was a ruling already in place from 2019 where he was not to be deported anywhere out of the country. And they violated that court order. So I don't understand how there hasn't been contempt of court of like the entire Trump regime right now. It's not an administration, it's a regime. So anyways, it's completely horseshit. And now they're trying to argue that they want to send US-born citizens to this prison camp in El Salvador. And if you don't believe me, fucking look it up. Just Google it. Like, I'm not lying to you people. And then, so this brings me to this part. So the Justice Department lawyer who argued the deportation case has been put on administrative leave. So this is a Politico article. From April 5th, 2025. So, a Justice Department attorney who publicly expressed misgivings about the government's response to the erroneous deportation of a Maryland man, Abrego Garcia, to a high-security prison in El Salvador has been put on administrative leave, a DOJ official said on Saturday. Erez Ruveni, I don't know if I'm saying that name right, represented the Trump regime Friday at a federal court hearing where lawyers for Kilmar Abrego Garcia successfully obtained an order requiring the government to secure his return to the U.S. after he was deported last month in what immigration officials described as a clerical error. Yeah. So basically, this attorney was asking the right questions, and Trump's DOJ, Pam Bondi, was like, oh, you're being put on administrative leave because you're questioning things, and we don't want that. So, just, she needs to go. I plan on filing a formal complaint to the Florida bar, because she needs to be disbarred. If she gets disbarred, she can't practice law, and she can't be the Attorney General of the United States anymore, so that's one of my goals. Like, seriously, if you are an attorney and you can just violate a judge's order, then we have no use for attorneys. We have no use for a board or a bar for attorneys or lawyers or whatever. We have no use for courts or a legal system at all. So what's the point of any of this then? It's just really ridiculous. Oh, and then a judge today ruled that Mahmoud Khalil can be deported for his Yes, you heard that right. Can be. Um, so the White House has claimed that his beliefs and associations are counter to U.S. foreign policy and interests, and they also try to label his pro-Palestinian stance because, I mean, isn't he Palestinian himself? I don't know per se. Um, yeah, he's Palestinian. So of course he's gonna be pro-Palestinian. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? And then they're trying to say that him being pro-Palestinian, pro his own country, is anti-Semitic when you have this bitch Marjorie Taylor Greene in office talking about Jewish space lasers starting fucking wildfires. Like, does anyone remember that, or is it just me? Or am I just from another dimension and I'm new here and that never happened in this dimension? Please tell me in the chat. Hi, fat. Oh my god. Martin Flores Espinosa. Hi, fat. Hi, bald. Hi, faggy, fat, bald. Okay. Deggy. Ooh. Michael shagged. Haha. Yes. Haha. Because this shit is a clown show, okay? Um, like, you think you can troll me? Bitch, try again. Okay, like, for real. I just think it's hilarious. Like, not only, even if you don't agree with all the immigration, whatever is going on with immigration, um, I'm pretty sure nobody can deny that Elon Musk should not have access to our private personal data, like our tax information, the information in the US Department of the Treasury. He should not be able to decimate programs like Medicaid and Medicare and Social Security. Just in case you didn't know, the money that comes out of your paycheck, that goes into Social Security, so that is your money. That belongs to you. So, yeah. Them wanting to try and privatize that. Privatize your money. So, think about that. Like, if you're a Trump supporter, how does that sit with you? I'd really let me know in the chat how that, like, why would you want that? I just do not understand. And a lot of people don't. So there are a lot of Trump supporters now starting to realize, oh shit, my money is being affected. Because that seems to be what most of them care about, is the money and not people's lives being put at risk, like this man sent to El Salvador. What other updates do I have for you guys today? Sorry, let me see. Oh, but anyways, I wanted to add on. So this ruling where Mahmoud Khalil can be deported, so this was an immigration judge ruled this. So this was not a federal district judge. So this can be appealed, and this is gonna probably go on in the courts for a while, and I just hope he is okay. But that's, oh, the insider trading. I said I was gonna get to that. So yeah, that's pretty much taken the spotlight, well, just until recently now. But yeah, so Trump enacting those tariffs and then telling everyone to buy into certain stocks. And then just a little while afterwards, oh, suddenly there's a 90-day pause on the tariffs. And oh, what do you know? All those people who bought all those stocks that he told them to buy suddenly got millions and millions of dollars richer. Huh. Just makes you kind of wonder, right? Like, that is totally fucking insider trading, and anyone who doesn't see it is just, I don't even know what to tell you. And I really wonder, like, how many times does Trump plan on bringing the entire global economy to the brink of total collapse and then just, oh, Just kidding. Oh, but I just got a shit ton richer. Yay! Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, I'm sorry if I'm cussing a lot, but, like, what are we doing here? This, how many more times does he plan on doing this just so that they can get richer and richer with each time? And then how much are eggs at the store? Like, all people wanted were eggs to be more affordable, groceries to be more affordable, gas to be more affordable. We didn't want. Did you know he's trying to completely decimate public libraries and museums? Like, how can you not support the public libraries and museums? I just. This is literally what Hitler did in Nazi Germany. He destroyed all the institutions. And you know, I just want to point this fact out because in Nazi Germany, they didn't come for the Jewish people first. They didn't even come for the gay people first. They came for the trans people first. And just like how they're doing at agencies everywhere, clinics, oh, your grant funding includes gender affirming care. Well, we're just going to eliminate all your funding unless your gender affirming care. So, and because trans people are the disenfranchised minority, literally, what was it, 2% of the population or something, because they're the minority here, they're trying to go, oh, well, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, so we're just going to save everyone else and fuck all the trans people because we need to keep our grants for all of these people. So we're not going to provide gender affirming care anymore because there's only a few of you anyways. So bye. But yeah, we got you. We got you. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. We got you. Like, in this case, that is absolutely fucked up. That is absolutely fucked up beyond belief. So, let's see. He also defunded schools in Maine because they are. Remember when the governor of Maine had her little encounter with him at the dinner? And she's like, I'll see you in court because they weren't going to ban trans athletes from competing. You know what? At this point, let's just have our own fucking trans sports. You know? Fuck. Why not? That's what they want so bad. Let's just have it and we'll be the fucking best at it and we'll win all the fucking gold medals all the fucking time, bitch. How about that? Okay? So, it's absolutely ridiculous. So, they come for the most marginalized people first, and then once they've gotten rid of that, who do you think they move on to next? The gay community. So, there's a lot of talk, yes, I've heard it, and it's disgusting. The talk within the queer community about how, like, just the transphobia within the queer community itself, I find absolutely fucking disgusting. That should not be happening. If anything, we should be supporting them more than anyone else, because if it wasn't for trans women starting the queer liberation movement, where the fuck do you think we would be right now? As bad as things are right now, where the fuck do you think we would be right now if we didn't have the trans women like Marsha P. Johnson fighting for our rights, Sylvia Rivera? It's just absolutely insane to me how you can erase the people who started the Stonewall movement from the Stonewall website. You can't you cannot erase the people who started the movement from the movement. They started the movement. Where did you hear anything about trans people back in Nazi Germany? I can't tell if you're genuinely asking me a question or if you're being a troll. Here. Boop. We're just gonna go to Google because it's literally that easy. All right. Boop. Did they start with the trans community first in Nazi Germany? Wikipedia, yes, we're going with Wikipedia because I do trust that source, okay, because they verify shit. All right. In Nazi Germany, trans people were prosecuted, barred from public life, forcibly detransitioned, and imprisoned and killed in concentration camps. Sounds pretty familiar, doesn't it? Like, kind of like how when they send a trans woman to prison and they put her in a men's prison where she's very likely to be raped and murdered because the statistics, sorry if I'm stuttering, the statistics and the data prove that that happens. So I'm not even gonna fucking get into all of that right now. If you want to get into all of the transgender Nazi Germany, just the horrendous evil shit. Um like there was a hang on, I'm gonna Google his name. Whose trans research was destroyed in Nazi Germany? Okay. Okay, Dr. Magnus Hirschfeld. So look up that name, Dr. Magnus Hirschfeld. During the Weimar Republic, so 1918 to 1933, the Institute for Sexual Science was founded in Germany by Dr. Magnus Hirschfeld. I am sorry if I'm fucking that name up. Hirschfeld. I'm fucking tired, you guys. Okay. A leading researcher of sex, sexuality, and gender. In 1933, the Nazis looted the institute and forced it to close. They literally destroyed the building and destroyed all of his records. He was away in Amsterdam, I think, at the time, giving a seminar or something when that happened. So he wasn't there and they weren't able to kill him, thankfully. But they destroyed all of his research. So they were literally, as even though we're being attacked and everything, they were literally as progressive as we are now with, like, we have clinics providing trans care and we have medical research on what it means to be transgender. Like, there is science, it's backed by science. So if his research had not been destroyed then, just imagine how far we would be now. Like, we had come so far and then it was all destroyed and then we had to start all over again. This is why it is so hard for our community to progress, because of shit like that. Like, and yes, I know the other communities that were completely destroyed as well and had to start over. Like, I just want to point out that they started with trans people first and then they moved on to the next community and the next and the next and so on and so forth. And then we all know what happened from there on out. So if you know your history, which looks like it's repeating right now. So sorry to yammer on. The two people watching, do you have any questions or anything? Anything at all? Anything? No? Okay. I'm just gonna sit here for a minute if anyone pops in, has a question or anything. I'm just checking what's trending right now for news. What's new in the Cullen case? And the DOJ. Oh, server offline. Yeah, there we go. I'm trying to see if there's any update on Um, Abrego Garcia case. I don't see anything right now. All right. Well, that's pretty much all the updates I have for you guys right now. I'm gonna post an article about all of this in a bit, and then once I do that, I'll drop the link in the description of this video. So I will catch y'all later. Have a good one.